You scored high on every test. You solved problems others couldn't even understand. Teachers called you gifted. Parents called you special. But here's what nobody warned you about. The same brain that makes you intelligent is the same brain that makes happiness almost impossible to feel. Society sold you a lie. They told you that smart people have it all figured out. Better jobs, better decisions, better lives. But if that's true, why do you feel so miserable? Why do you overthink everything? Why do you struggle with things that seem so easy for everyone else? Today, I'm going to reveal the dark psychology behind why high intelligence often comes with low happiness. And by the end of this video, if you've ever felt like your own mind is working against you, you'll finally understand why. Think about your own life for a moment. You probably graduated near the top of your class. You probably have a job that looks impressive on paper. People around you assume you have it all figured out. But every night, you lie awake until 3 in the morning. Your brain won't stop. You replay conversations from 5 years ago. You worry about problems that haven't happened yet. You analyze every decision you've ever made, wondering if you chose wrong. Your friends tell you to just relax. Your family says you think too much. But you can't stop. It's not a choice. It's how your brain is wired. You're not broken. You're intelligent. And science says that's exactly why you struggle to be happy. The first reason intelligent people struggle with happiness is this. You see problems everywhere. Most people walk through life blissfully unaware. They don't notice the flaws. They don't see the risks. They don't calculate the consequences. But you see everything. Every potential failure, every possible disaster, every way things could go wrong. Research from Yale University found that people with higher cognitive ability are more likely to identify threats and problems in their environment. This was an evolutionary advantage. Spotting danger kept our ancestors alive. But in the modern world, there are no lions chasing you. Yet your intelligent brain is still scanning for threats. Bills, relationships, career, health. Your brain treats everything like a survival situation. And that constant threat detection makes relaxation nearly impossible. The second reason is painful. You have higher expectations that reality can never meet. When you're intelligent, you can imagine perfection. You can see exactly how things should be. The perfect relationship, the perfect career, the perfect life. Your brain creates these ideal scenarios with stunning clarity. But reality is messy. People disappoint you. Jobs become boring. Life doesn't follow your plan. And because you can see perfection so clearly, the gap between what you imagined and what you got feels enormous. A study published in the Journal of Happiness Studies found a direct correlation between high IQ and chronic dissatisfaction. Intelligent people are harder to please because they can always imagine something better than what they have. This is the curse of your intelligent mind. You're never satisfied because you always know it could be better. The third reason will sound painfully familiar. You are cursed with self-awareness. Most people don't examine their own thoughts. They feel happy, they're happy. They feel sad, they're sad. Simple. But you analyze your own emotions like a science experiment. You don't just feel anxious. You notice you're feeling anxious, then you analyze why you're anxious. Then you judge yourself for being anxious. Then you get anxious about being anxious. It's an endless loop of self-observation. This is called metacognition, thinking about your thinking. And while it makes you insightful, it also makes you exhausted. You can never just experience life. You're always watching yourself experience life. And that distance between you and your own emotions creates a permanent sense of disconnection. The fourth reason is lonely. You struggle to connect with others. Conversations that feel stimulating to you are exhausting to explain. Ideas that excite you bore everyone else. You've learned to dumb yourself down just to fit in, and that constant performance is draining. Research from the British Journal of Psychology found that highly intelligent individuals derive less satisfaction from social interactions than their peers. It's not that you don't want connection. It's that genuine connection is harder to find. You need depth. You need meaning. You need someone who can match your thinking. But most conversations stay on the surface. Weather, sports, celebrity gossip, and every shallow conversation reminds you how alone you are in your own head. The fifth reason is the cruelest. You understand the meaninglessness of existence. This isn't pessimism. This is awareness. When you think deeply about life, you eventually confront uncomfortable truths. Nothing lasts forever. Success is arbitrary. The universe doesn't care about your achievements. Psychologists call this existential intelligence, the ability to think about deep questions of existence, purpose, and meaning. And while this capacity makes you philosophical, it also makes you vulnerable to existential depression. You've asked yourself questions that simpler minds never consider. Why are we here? What's the point? Does any of this matter? And you've realized that the answers answers aren't comforting. They're terrifying. Ignorance really is bliss, and intelligence took that option away from you. The sixth reason is exhausting. You can't turn off your brain. Your mind is always running, analyzing, questioning, processing. Even when you want to rest, your brain refuses to stop. Sleep becomes difficult because your thoughts won't quiet down. Relaxation feels impossible because your mind keeps finding things to worry about. A study from the Frontiers in Psychology journal found that individuals with high IQ show increased brain activity even during rest. Your brain is literally more active than average, even when you're doing nothing. This is why meditation feels impossible for you. Why vacations don't feel relaxing. Why you're tired even when you haven't done anything physical. Your brain is running a marathon every single day while everyone else is taking a leisurely walk. The seventh and final reason is the deepest. You know that your intelligence won't save you. You've realized a painful truth. Being smart doesn't protect you from heartbreak. It doesn't prevent failure. It doesn't guarantee success. It doesn't make you immune to loss, pain, or death. You've watched less intelligent people live happier lives. You've seen simple people with simple joys experience contentment that escapes you. And you've realized that intelligence was never the answer to happiness. It was just a different set of problems. The smartest people in history often died miserable. And you understand why. Because they saw too much. They knew too much. They thought too much. Just like you. Here's the uncomfortable truth nobody tells intelligent people. Your greatest strength is also your greatest weakness. The same pattern recognition that makes you brilliant at problem solving makes you see problems where others see peace. The same deep thinking that gives you insight gives you insomnia. The same awareness that makes you wise makes you unable to live in blissful ignorance. You didn't ask for this trade-off. You didn't choose to see the world this way. But this is the price of intelligence. You gain understanding. You lose simplicity. You gain depth. You lose peace. But here's what I want you to understand. Knowing why you struggle is the first step to finding your own version of peace. You'll never be happy the way simple people are happy. But you can find a deeper kind of contentment. One that comes from acceptance, not ignorance. One that comes from meaning, not distraction. Your brain isn't broken. It's just built for depth in a shallow world. If this video felt like someone finally put your experience into words, I need you to do something. Drop a comment and tell me which reason hit you the hardest. Which one made you feel seen for the first time? I read every single comment, and I want to know how many of us are out there, struggling in silence, feeling alone in our own minds. If you want more psychology truths that nobody else has the courage to tell you, subscribe to Life Mind Gym and turn on notifications, because I'm going to keep exposing the uncomfortable realities about how your brain really works. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it, someone who's always been called smart but never felt happy. They deserve to know they're not alone. And remember, your intelligence isn't a curse. It's just a different path, a harder one, but a deeper one too.